happy Saturday evening to each and every one of you guys. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and hope you guys are keeping well and safe. Today I'm going to be sharing a recipe with you guys for stew salt fish, and this was requested by one of my viewer, Riza. So hope you're watching today. I already did a video for salt fish and bake, but this one was done a little bit different. And guys, if you guys come on down with me, we can do this together. So guys, this is the salted cod chunks that I have, and if you look at it, it's full with salt. So what I like to do, I like to wash the salt out from the fish before I start preparing it. And I have about 2, 3, 4 pieces and 5. I'm gonna use it up all because I can always let the rest for another day. But guys, what I usually do when I'm making this, I would soak it overnight or for like 5-6 hours, and then I can cook it just like that. But today I wasn't prepared to cook this, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna cook it outside. I'm washing out most of the salt and I'm putting it in some water here in a pot, and I'm gonna cook it outside because I don't want the smell to linger in my house. That's why when I'm cooking this like in the winter or the fall or spring, when I can't cook it outside, I usually soak it for like overnight and then change the water, and then it will become very nice and release all the salt into the water. But today I'm gonna cook it outside, and I will boil this until it's a bit softer. It's nice and firm right now, and then I will come back and show you guys how I prepare this after I finish boiling it. Here I have the fish on the salted cod fish. I'm gonna boil out all that salt content, and I'm cooking it outside so the salt fish smell don't linger in my kitchen. In the meantime, while this is boiling up, I'm gonna make some flour to make some sada roti, and I'm gonna cook some pumpkin or butternut squash as well to go with this. So I'll leave this here to cook, and then I'll come back and check it. Guys, this fish is cooking up nicely. It's boiling away, and I'm gonna let it cook some more because it's I want as much salt that I can get out of this fish to come out, because remember I didn't soak it today, so if it's too salty it won't be very nice. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pour out this water and add fresh water, so whatever salt is in the liquid, I will pour it out. So guys, these are the seasoning I have for the stew salt fish. I have here half of a regular onion, half of a red onion. I just want to mix the 2 onions, and I find the more onion you put into when you're cooking salt fish, it gives it a very nice flavor. I'm gonna add a nice hot wirrie pepper. It's not overwhelmingly hot, but it have a nice kick. I'm gonna grate 2 cloves of garlic inside because I find garlic give the fish a nice flavor as well. I have 3 green tomatoes from my garden, and I have about 6 headless green onion that I picked from my own garden, and I'm gonna be using these ingredients, just basic ingredients for the salt fish that I'm cooking today. Guys, the cod salted fish was cooking for a while. I changed the water, put it in fresh water. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna turn it off, and then I'm gonna take it inside to start cooking it now, to start frying it up with all the ingredients. Guys, because I didn't get to soak this fish, I'm trying to make sure that I have make sure all the salt is gone. So after I finish boiling it twice in hot water, and now I just pull them apart to small pieces, and I'm just gonna soak it now with some more clean water, so whatever salt is inside will come out. I'm gonna leave it for another 15 minutes or so. This process won't be that long if I had soaked this fish last night, but I didn't realize that I wanted to cook it today. So I'm trying to speed up the process, but this will help all the extra salt that's inside to wash away, and it's gonna leave it with less salt content, because as much as you can get out, the more delicious the stewed saltfish will taste. So I'm gonna leave it for another 15 minutes. In the meantime, I finished cutting up my seasoning, and I'm just gonna wait, and then I will start frying it up. So guys, in the pan I have about half a teaspoon of oil. I'm gonna add the salted fish. I strain it out from the water. Just be careful, this is gonna splatter up a little. And I like to put it in before I put the seasoning inside. So I'm gonna make sure I get everything out of it. You okay, Jess? Are you getting burnt? No. So I like to fry this up a little and then start adding ingredients. But if you guys notice, you'll see that I break it up into very, very small pieces. It's actually, when you boil it, after a while it's going to become flaky, and it's so easy for you to pull apart like this. If there's any bone, you can take it out. I don't think there's any. No, there's not. These ones are boneless cod. So I'm gonna let it fry in here for a minute, and then I'll start adding my seasoning. So guys, if you notice, you can hear that it's frying up a lot, like it starts sticking to the bottom. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try to start grating the garlic into here. So I'm gonna grate the fresh garlic. You can also cut the garlic up finely chopped, but I like to grate it because it gets mixed in very well like this. So my other clove, and I'm just gonna make sure that I get all of it in there, just like that. But you can go ahead and cut it up. You can do that as well. No big deal. It'll still taste flavorful and nice. So I'm just gonna get the rest of my seasoning now. And guys, I'm gonna keep adding flavors. So the garlic is mixing in, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the seasoning. This is my green onion, garlic, pepper, red onion, everything. So just like that, I'm adding in my flavors. And guys, it smells so good. It smells so nice. You don't have to put red onion and regular onion. You can just put one onion, guys. And if you're not a big onion fan, or you like onion but you don't like the texture of it, you can also grate the onion inside, which I find would be very, very flavorful as well when you grate it. So guys, if you feel like it's sticking to the bottom, what I usually do is add a little tiny bit of water, or when you put your tomato in here, it's gonna start release some water, and then it won't stick anymore. But look how nice it looks, and it's smelling amazing. So I'm gonna cut my tomatoes. I turn this down to very low heat. I'm gonna cut my tomatoes, and it's almost done here. And look how beautiful that looks. Look how nice that looks. Wow. Okay guys, so I'm gonna add my tomatoes, and I'm putting in all three those tomatoes that I cut up. And this is gonna give it a nice, like a nice sourish kind of taste with the fish, and it's gonna also change the color of how it looks right now. This is gonna have a nice reddish color after the tomatoes start melting. So I really, really like how it's looking. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put it on medium, and I'm gonna cover it. When you cover it, it's gonna spring all the water out from that tomato, and it's gonna become a nice juicy kind of stew fish. So I'm gonna just get a cover and cover this right away. Where did I put my cover? And I will, no, this one is too small. Yeah, I'll cover it and I'll come back and show you guys how it looks. Guys, we're gonna check this now. Ta-da! Look how beautiful.
Oh my god,
it
that
looks.
looks so good.
Yeah. Then Matthew is my camera person right now, and sometimes they take turn, depends on what somebody else is doing. And guys, you see, A lot of tomato make a big difference. It make this so nice and change the color. And the onion. If you love onion, you'll love this dish. So I'm not gonna let it dry out too much because I like when it's nice and juicy. So I'm gonna leave it on for a minute or two more. And then I think this is a bone, yeah. I will leave it for a minute or two more. And before it starts drying up, I'll turn it off. We're having this with some roti and sada roti and pumpkin. I'm gonna go make my roti and then I'll come back and do the taste test for you guys. And guys, this was a request from one of my subscriber and viewer, Riza. If you're watching, I hope you like this video. I hope it was easy for you to follow because you requested that I make stew saltfish with a lot of tomatoes. And I do have another video for saltfish and bake. But like I said, I try to, for all the comments that I get for recipes, I try to make them. So this one is going along with roti today. So hope you like this video. Look how beautiful this roti is swelling on right on top of the stove. Just want to show you guys. So guys, for the stew saltfish, it's done, nicely done and so juicy. And I have it here and I made some pumpkin to go with it. So I have, this is the butternut squash that I cook, and that we will eat with some sada roti that I made today, and they're nice and poofy. I did want to show you guys how it was puffing up, but guys, I do have a recipe for sada roti by itself, so if you guys haven't seen it yet, please check it out. I'm gonna play it now and let you guys see how let you guys know how this tastes, and I'll do that in a minute or so. So guys, today I have the stew saltfish with a lot of tomatoes. I made some butternut squash or pumpkin, and I have here some of my mango sweet and hot and savory achar, and I have my sada roti that I just made, and they are nice and hot, and that's what we're gonna have for dinner today. Look how nice and fluffy it is inside. And you can always fill in your saltfish in here and then bite it. You can make a pocket and do that. I do have a recipe for sada roti, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, you should check it out. I just did a little clipping of how I was swelling this roti while I was cooking it. So guys, I'm gonna taste this and let you guys know how this tastes. So right at the end here, there's a piece of the pepper and the stew saltfish with the tomatoes. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the achar and the pumpkin in here. So guys, I am drooling, and this is our Saturday night dinner. My kids like the roti with the saltfish by itself. So to all my viewers and all my subscribers, I'm tasting for you guys. Thank you very much for being with us for all my videos when I post them. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your word of encouragement. Please remember the One Guyana Food Festival is coming out with their 2020 recipe book. Please check it out when it comes out. It's a very nice present to give to a friend, a relative, somebody who's interested in Guyanese cooking, and there might be a surprise in there. So cheers, guys. That's a big mouthful. Guys, so delicious. It took me a long time because my mouth was full. The saltfish is so well seasoned. There is no overpowering of salt. I just managed to get as much as I can. This fish tastes so good, so juicy, with the tomatoes and a lot of onions, and I bite into that wirrie pepper. Guys, it's so flavorful. So what I like to do sometimes when I'm making stew saltfish, I like to cook another vegetable with it when I am cooking it on the side, or sometimes I add it to the vegetable. But guys, if you haven't tried this before, you might want to give it a try. It's such a beautiful dish. And guys, Please, I hope if you like this recipe, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please remember to do so. You only have to subscribe to one video. Until then, I'm gonna be eating my dinner. Cheers to you guys. Have a blessed evening. Bye for now.